Welcome everyone to Widows Wednesday. And today I have my niece with me, and this is Taylor.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So, girls, the reason that I have my niece with me, she's like, Auntie Sue, what are you going to ask me? So cute. I've been thinking about, and I think maybe some of you ladies can, understand where I'm going with this, is that I think about our families, when we go through what we have been through. I've heard a lot of chatter on Facebook about different families, and sometimes, really, it's a struggle. They have a struggle with their family. But I can tell you, on my side of it, my family has been my rock for me. We were talking earlier, and I mentioned to Tay about the fact that even though, right, we're in the exact same room, we have different experiences, being in the same room with someone who's dying. Now, obviously, Uncle Daryl was your uncle. And he just loved you to no end, did he not? He did. And so I wanted you to share today, Tay, maybe a little bit about, your feelings about all that transpired, and how you dealt with the loss of my husband, your uncle, my husband. And maybe to show others that, there's still hope. Even though now we're almost 4 years out at the time of this recording. And, but there's hope,
Yeah.
What was your experience, if you could share it?
Do you mean from diagnosis on, or?
Yeah, just, when you heard, in fact, you were pregnant.
I was actually thinking of that today because, Stephanie, your daughter, was pregnant during it, and I realized how close in age Jack and Maddie are. I didn't consider that before, but I had the beginning part of the diagnosis in my pregnancy. The end of my pregnancy was just the beginning of Uncle's diagnosis, and Stephanie had the tail end of it at the beginning of her pregnancy. And I was like, wow, we share that in common. I didn't consider it before.
And I thought something was really interesting is that the day your son Jack was born, because, and this is something that I'm like, Lord, you're amazing.
Yeah.
Jack was due the day my husband died.
Right.
And he was born a month premature. So, could you imagine?
Right. My son's due date was May 7th. He was born April 7th, which is crazy, like a month to the day. And when I woke up that day and my labor had started, I was upset. I really was upset. I was concerned about his health. At the time, we had family in Ireland. We did not have a car seat. We were not prepared. And I remember thinking, what did I do wrong? What happened here? And it wasn't until the following month when Uncle was diagnosed on Jack's due date that I went, oh, okay, Lord, like you knew. What a time of celebration mixed with grief. Thank you for giving us that period of time where I was able to have the support and just take care of my baby. And then from there, it was a whirlwind and everything seemed to happen very quickly. So.
It really did. And we were all so stressed out.
Yeah.
When you're going through a diagnosis and just, now what do we do? Well, I've had some conversations with widows who, their husbands have, this one woman I was speaking with, her husband literally died a week prior. And when you're in that place, all you can think of is, somebody help me.
Yeah.
I need comfort. I need help. And if you don't have family to turn to, it can be very, very stressful. Like I said, my family is all around me, and I don't think I could have done it without my family. I think it would have been, I guess it could have, but it would have been all the more difficult.
Right.
It
was uncharted territory for all of us, and
really it was, yeah.
Oh, here comes Grandma.
Speaking of family,
it was uncharted territory for all of us, and having everybody together to talk to and ask questions and just say, like, how do you feel about this was very helpful.
Yeah, and being at, come on in, Mom.
Hi, Grandma.
This is as live gets. Oh no, come on in. We're talking about family, so Mom, join on in. Stand behind us, would you? Yeah, we're talking about how important it is to have family around when we're going through such things. And God's Word also has something to say about it. And it's my mommy, Jessie. Here we are. We're talking about family, Ma. So, 1 Timothy 5:8, okay? Anyone who does not provide for their relatives, especially for their own household, has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever. Wow.
Yeah.
I think about that meaning, not necessarily monetarily, but just being there for your relatives when they have a need. God says that's almost as bad as being an unbeliever. Because you believe in me, they believe in me, then you guys need to work together and help each other. Bring comfort to each other. And that is what my family definitely rallied around me. Even at times, I know, Mom, you went through this too, like when it was so difficult for me and you really don't know what to say to bring comfort to me. Mom so many times stood behind me, like she is now, put her arm on me and just prayed for me while I sobbed and sobbed and sobbed. And I've actually heard some people say, because we are a Christian family, make kind of a negative comment about the fact that God did not heal my husband. And I can tell you that this home saw more faith. I've never seen more faith. Taylor?
Oh, man.
I'm talking hot ticket right here. You need prayer? Hello, little firecracker right here. Yeah, do you remember that, Mom? We all stood around my husband's bed. And I can tell you what, Tay started praying and no. She was like a banshee woman praying. And what was coming out of you? What were you feeling?
I was angry. So I think getting to that, I think Uncle's diagnosis brought out a lot in everybody. I feel like it really tested the family's faith in general. I think that I can't say that any of us wouldn't be able to say that our relationships with him have not changed completely or grown. And if there's anything to be grateful for in this entire experience, I would say I thank God where I am now compared to where I was originally.
I think we all could say that.
Yeah, we had, even though we didn't understand and even though we were incredibly frustrated at times, God just throughout the entire experience just gave us mercies and did amazing things and really brought out so many people to just comfort and give us words in scriptures and just let us know, like, God's got this, At the time, we really joined together as a force where we did not let negative talk come in. God was in charge. He would either heal or he wouldn't heal Uncle, but we had the faith that he absolutely would. We would not go into the mindset of, oh, well, maybe. There was none of that. There was no. And so at that moment, I had been driving and just praying, and it was down to the last minute. I came in and I could hear the change in his breathing, and I knew, I don't know, this is it. And I was angry.
Yeah, we were getting to that place, and this thing rose in her.
It was like a desperation of, Lord, we don't have much time, and if there's going to be healing, it needs to be healing now. And Satan, how dare you have any place here? And you don't. And we reclaim this life, and just, it's something I've thought about since then, and.
Well, it was powerful, Tay, and I felt that surge of faith. We all did. Mm-hmm. We all knew that it wasn't for a lack of faith.
Right.
But as I can see now, almost 4 years down the road, I see God's hand. Okay? Girls, I don't fully get it. I don't know if I'll absolutely fully get it until it's my turn, right? But what I do know is that God does have a good plan. And that these things, sometimes when it goes, why me, this cancer, this, diagnosis, this. Well, something? Let me just help you here for 1 second. 1 Corinthians 10:13. Gorgeous God's word, right? He says that things that we go through, right, the temptations, things that come, things that want to overtake us, it could be sickness, it could be things that we'll never understand. He says that they are common to man. This is common to man because this is where we live. We live in a place where these things come about. And as Christians, for us, I can't say that, well, this should never touch us.
Right.
Because it's common to man. We live here. So it's going to happen to somebody we know. Maybe not your husband or your wife, but someone we know it's going to happen. And, I am thanking God so much for everything that he has allowed in my life. I don't know what's coming. And honestly, girls, would you really want to know?
No, the only thing that I really want to know is that when my time comes, I'm going with him.
Yeah. Well, you already know that.
Because we say yes to Jesus. That's how come. That's why that happens,
yep.
Mom.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. But here's also God's word. John 16:12 says. You want to read that one, Tay? Can you read that one?
I still have many things to tell you, but you can't bear them right now.
Can you imagine
Wow.
if the Lord was going to tell you everything that was going to happen in your life? He knew and he knows. We could not bear it. If I saw, I married my husband young, right? If I saw 32 years into my marriage, that dark place down there, I don't want to go there. I can't go to that place. But God says, there's so much I could tell you, but I don't share it with you because you could not bear it. But step by step by step, and God, shines that light and holds our hand and gets us through it and surrounds us with the people who will bear us up. You know what, girls? Keep leaning into God's word. Keep reaching out. If you don't have family, reach out to this family, because I'm telling you what, these ladies, other widows, fellow widows, they want to help. Okay? So I hope you were encouraged today by my family. I love them forever. And just like and subscribe, and God bless.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.